guys, this is Dr. Vishnu K. Ramesh, your emergency physician at Urgent Care 101 from London. What's cooking today? No, it's burning. It's cancer. King Charles cancer diagnosis has sparked a surge in the searches for NHS advice on the disease. 24 hours following the Buckingham Palace announcement about the King's cancer diagnosis, the searches for the symptoms and signs for cancer in the NHS website has sparked by 51%. This is quoted right from the NHS article in England. First and foremost, kudos to the gentleman who went public with his cancer diagnosis. It is high time we start talking about what I call it is the pandemic in stealth mode. So by the end of 2020, more than 20 million cases of cancer has already been reported, and it has been anticipated to spike higher with time. With this growing global burden of cancer, prevention of cancers is one of the most significant public health affairs of the 21st century. The world's on their phone, and we know what is cancer. Trillions of cells function together to keep you alive. One fine day, one cell decides not to do it. He does not want to obey, he does not want to function, but he keeps reproducing. He produces himself into millions of cells, causing a tumor, which is called cancer. He is the villain cell. He is the cancer cell. Every villain bites the dust. The key to overcoming cancer is early detection. Detecting cancers earlier gives the best chance for somebody's successful treatment. We know from our previous videos that time is critical at all emergencies. Consider this a time-critical crisis. Talking about cancer itself saves a lot of lives because we have a lot of people looking around for advice on how to detect cancers or spot the symptoms of cancers as early as possible. Nearly 1 in 2 people in UK develop cancer in their lifetime. This is why the monarch was so keen to publish his diagnosis so that it may assist the people all around the world to be more aware of the cancer and also help cancer patients. Not everybody wants to do this. Harking back to King George VI, who had his left lung removed for a cancer treatment, had it announced as a structural defect to his lungs, not revealing it to the family and neither to the public as it was a cancer diagnosis. Nobody is an exception to cancer. Cancer is not bordered by age, gender, ethnicity, even by country borders, even with species. So early detection is the only thing that is going to save you and give you the best chance at a successful treatment. King Charles has never been less than a professional athlete all his life. He's enjoyed a very good health over the decades. His only injuries were from his sporting events like polo, hunting, and skiing. Otherwise, he's had a very good health. I'd like to appreciate him once again for his recent announcement on his prostatic hypertrophy, which is enlargement of the prostate in men, which is also a very common issue in the world. Let me tell you this. Even with 1 in 2 people being detected with cancer in UK is not even the highest in cancer patients. Australia is. Australia is first with US in the 5th place and UK only in the 13th place. Good news is India has not made it to the top 50 yet. We can take it both ways. So it's good that we, being the most populous country, have not reached top 50 yet. Or maybe India has a very low detection of cancer rates. India is fastly becoming a developed country in the world. India has a varied changes and patterns and food and culture diversity where there is an anticipated rise in cancer in the next decade. Cancers are varied. It can affect any part of the body because you know that we are built up of trillions of cells and any cell can go south anytime. And so the recognition of cancer is quite vague. but a few features are common to all of them, starting with an unintentional weight loss. So when you don't go on a diet and you're not working out extra in an intention to lose weight, but you still keep losing weight, that can also be a recognition. Secondly, an unexplained fever. When doctors are not able to understand why you have a fever because they rule out an infection or other things. Thirdly, an unusual lump or a tumor or a growth somewhere in your body, especially the breast. Fourth is a generalized fatigue. And fifth, the most important, is a family history of cancer, because a genetic predisposition to cancer has a high risk in being passed on to the offsprings. With India being a country that where the culture aligns with consanguineous marriages, also called as cousin marriages, the genetics are strongly passed on to the children, and there is a high risk of cancer if there has been a history of cancer in family. When in doubt, visit a doctor, because remember that early detection can cure multiple cancers in your body. And the phrase, once a cancer patient, always a patient, it can be broken then and there. Let us talk about something interesting. So, did you know that we have viruses that can cause cancer, and we also have vaccines that can prevent cancer? Club them both. We have vaccines that can prevent us from viruses that can cause cancer. The most popular of which is the human papilloma virus vaccine, which is the HPV vaccine. So talk to your doctors about it. The HPV vaccine can be taken from any age about 12 by both men and women, because they predominantly prevent genital and cervical cancers. It's very important. Talk to your doctors about it and get it done as early as possible. Something more interesting happened this month, which gives us more hope towards fighting cancers. So, did you know about the Chernobyl wolves? So, there's a place called Chernobyl in Ukraine where in 1986 there was a power plant that exploded, and 100,000 people were evacuated from the place because the place had harmful radiation that can cause cancer. But the animals and the ecosystem still stayed there. And years later, now scientists were able to discover that the wolves there have become immune to cancer. So they've developed a genes because of exposure to this radiation for generations, that they have become immune to cancer. We are up to a bright future when it comes to fighting cancers, and let's meet in another video and talk about such burning health issues. Do like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and do comment if you'd like to know something more. See you next time. Bye.